What's going on? My name is Brandon, Brunswick Regional Staff out of Akron, Ohio, and today we're going to be taking a look at the all-new Zenith Hybrid. I know I'm a little late on this video. Life's been crazy. Trying to get back into the swing of things. I haven't done a video in a while, but I'm really excited to bring you this and a couple more videos here soon. Up on the screen, you've got some stats for the Zenith Hybrid, including how I have mine laid out, which is just my typical asymmetric layout I've been using for about the past year. The Zenith Hybrid is a follow-up to the original Zenith Solid, as well as the Zenith Pearl. And you know, we did the normal bowling ball manufacturing thing. You take a solid, you take a pearl, you combine them, you get a hybrid, and that's just, you know, how the lifespan of most bowling ball lines go, especially, you know, the high-end asymmetric line. So for us here, you know, as cliche as it is to say, it is, you know, splitting the difference between those first two releases. It's cleaner than the Solid, it's earlier than the Pearl, it's a little bit more responsive, I think actually than both, but we'll get into that a little bit more here. The Zenith core and the Zenith shape overall, just the overall ball motion has been one that I've really enjoyed since the original Solid. I admittedly struggled to throw the Solid just because of how strong that cover was. Most of what I bowl on is a house shot, like many of you, and for me, I don't have the ball speed to be able to fully take advantage of how strong that cover is. When the Pearl released, I was really excited. I thought that was going to be, you know, perfect. I thought, you know, if I could get that similar motion as the original Solid, just in something that's going to get down lane a little bit cleaner, that, you know, that's going to be golden for me. And, you know, admittedly, the Pearl is a ball that I wanted to like a lot, and I struggled with it. I struggled to get it to read where I wanted to. I tried knocking the surface down a little bit on it, and not to say it wasn't a good ball. I've seen guys have success with it. It's just, for whatever reason, wasn't something that I really matched up with too well. So when the hybrid came out, I once again was excited to try it. I've loved this overall motion, and you know, it really seems like this ball, for me at least, just absolutely knocks it out of the park. So it's just clean enough through the front part of the lane, but it digs earlier than what the Pearl would do. So for me, the Pearl would just kind of skate the break point, to where this is still digging and reading the lane, and it gets into this really nice forward motion that for me helps control the lanes. So I do bowl a lot on higher friction surfaces, and that's one thing that I struggle with, or tend to struggle with, is just seeing a ball get to the end of the pattern and, you know, wanting to make this big hockey stick motion to the right, and that's just not something that I really need help achieving. So the Zenith Hybrid for me, it's been perfect. It's been great. You know, it is still on the stronger side. You know, so I still need the lanes to give me a little bit of play in order for the Zenith Hybrid to, you know, to come into play for me. So I do still need, you know, definitely need some oil in the middle of the lane. And yeah, I mean, there's some nights that it works, some nights that it doesn't. It's a strong asymmetric bowling ball. It's not a ball that you should need to throw all the time. Obviously, if you're a lower rev guy, lower speed maybe, then, you know, perfect. This may be great for you, because it's, you know, it's hook in a box. For somebody who's a little bit higher rev, you know, not necessarily something that you'll always need. But as I've been talking here, I don't know if you've noticed, I haven't really missed yet. And I believe this is number 12. Yeah, I really wanted that 300 first came out of the box, but I will continue to settle for being Mr. 299 and just not getting it done in the 10th frame. That's just how it is. So one thing I did want to get back to, though, is showing how a ball lines up in my arsenal. So right now, this is actually the 6 bowling balls. I was only carrying 5, but I've added a ball back in. So this is the 6 that I'm carrying with me. So the Zenith Hybrid, this big, strong cover, gets more forward off the end of the pattern and gets into this forward roll. For me, I have this paired with the Hammer Obsession Tour. So the Hammer Obsession Tour, strong cover as well. Also an asymmetric, not as strong of an asymmetric, but also an asymmetric core, but for me is a lot rounder off the end of the pattern. So, you know, 2 stronger covers, just two different shapes down lane. Zenith Hybrid gets a little bit more forward, Obsession Tour a little bit more continuous and rounder. In the middle, the Knockout slots in as kind of my benchmark. So it's almost like a baby Obsession Tour for me, if you'll say. So if the lanes just aren't giving me what I need to throw a stronger bowling ball, the Knockout slots in really well there. Getting into kind of the bottom end of the bag, or the cleaner side of the bag, I have the Melee Jab Midnight Blue, which video will be coming out very soon for. This ball shoots through the front part of the lane really clean and reacts really hard down lane to the dry. It's great for opening the lane up. And then at the very bottom, we do have the Counterattack Solid, which for me just is one of, if not the best bowling ball. It's definitely the best that I've ever thrown, just in regards to controlling the lanes when there's just a lot of friction. And then, bringing up the last ball that goes in the bag, which is actually the first ball that always goes in, is my plastic ball, which right now I'm carrying the Crown Jewel from Brunswick. I definitely want to thank you for taking the time to watch. Hopefully you've stuck with me. I know this was a little bit longer. Look out for a Midnight Blue review coming soon, hopefully within the next day or two after this one being posted. If you don't mind, like, subscribe, comment with any questions. I do my best to respond. I've got a few to catch up on, but I love hearing the questions or any feedback that you have on these videos. Good luck, good bowling, and we'll talk to you guys later.